Hello and welcome to ALW Research Team. Today we're very honoured to have a permission visit here at North Cave Railway Station. This station is on the Hull and Barnsley Railway, all part of this series. Carrying on from episode 6 at South Cave Station, we have made our way to Everthorpe Road, where we are pleasantly surprised to see a Hull and Barnsley Bridge, number 61, intact. Even better, it has been strengthened and repaired, retaining its original features. It goes, obviously the road goes over it, and below it is where the railway went. Now again we can see the ashlar cap here has been cut in half, and the other half will be buried in there somewhere. We'll see if we can find it. So underneath all this ivy is the brickwork. Now the ashlar cap is under here. There's a spider's web there, so I don't want to destroy its home. The ashlar cap is in there, but it's completely engulfed within that ivy. So let's go down here. I've been and checked this out previously, and there's like steps and there's handrail. I don't really know why. These bricks look new, as if it's all been repaired.
So here we are at the railway bridge, and as you can see, it's been in a bit of a bad state of repair. They've had to show it up with these RSJs under there, look.
Yeah, these look new to me. These don't look from the 1800s. They may well be, but I think this has had a lot of repairs done to it. I'm just starting to see now a lot of additional structure has been added. So rather than infill it, which the Highways Agency now seem to think is the best thing, this has actually been engineered and propped up with this system that you can see here. So this is a much better solution than infilling bridges like they've been doing more recently. So the Highways Agency do know how to do it, they just simply don't want to. And for whatever reason, this is all palisaded off, even though you can't really climb high. I suppose stop kids climbing on it. They've gone to a lot of effort here. There's a back window off I think that's off a Volkswagen Golf, Mark IV Golf, I think that's off. Unrelated to the railway, but it's there all the same. So that way is to South Cave. As you can see, it's very overgrown.
It's only shallow by the time you get to here though. There's not much of a banking on the other side, because it's climbed all the way out of Hull. So there you can see they've put the RSJs in, but they've also put picket fencing round to keep people out, stop them climbing, I guess.
And then this is the bridge structure I've come to show you. It's all been re-engineered and strengthened, and then that way is to North Cave. So moving back here, I've got South Cave behind me. North Cave is under the bridge, and this is the structure as we can see it. I believe a lot of the bricks have been replaced. I can see the odd one that looks old, and all the rest look new. That entire pillar there has all been repaired. Would you agree, Dave? Do you think the bricks are new?
Those bricks do look new compared to the others.
They're not from the 1800s, are they?
No, I would think it's all part of this, where they put the steelwork in.
Well, they've repaired it. Because there's no weight limit. I noticed there's no weight limit on the bridge above.
Nope.
But these bricks, these look 1990s. And the steel construction here, that looks like it's from the 1990s as well. been very well done, and luckily for us it's left it open so we can film it. I've just spotted through the trees some of the old railway boundary markers under the Hull and Barnsley ones. Here's one right here. You see that, viewers? And they've uniquely got the holes in. Just found in the grass. It's mossed over now, but that looks like a distance marker post. It's in there, overgrown and forgotten about. I'm just going to take one last look back at this bridge structure. I'm going to carry on towards North Cave railway station. North Cave railway station's platforms were built from the sides of the elevations, and concrete set hardwood beams propped the timber shelters and walkways. This was a feature present at some of the Hull and Barnsley railway stations along its route. Here at North Cave, the platforms are now gone, and the subway which connected them is partially demolished and filled in. Taking a look along the embankment section that is owned and maintained by the owners of North Cave Station, we found many interesting features, so keep watching to find out. So we're now up on the railway embankment, so that way is off to Stairfoot, and then back this way is to South Cave, and the North Cave railway platforms were just here. So we're just walking down the trackbed towards Wallingfen and Stairfoot's this way, because there was a signal box on this side of the line a bit further up, and we're just going to have a look and see if there's anything left. Just found these at the side of the sidings area, and these look like the concrete blocks that the platform supports were built into, and they're just left behind here now. That way towards the sidings at North Cave Station, and that way back up to the embankment, and that way to Wallingfen and Stairfoot. Hope you're enjoying this series. If you are, please subscribe to the channel. It's completely free, and then you will receive new videos every Thursday. So this trackbed is now private property, and it is part of the back garden of the landowners, which I've got permission off to be here, and the station, North Cave Station, is back there. So please don't come here, because this literally is someone's back garden. We can see now the elevation of the trackbed. We're climbing up away from North Cave now. We're getting higher and higher. You can see down there, don't know if you can pick them out, viewers, through there, there is some of the Hull and Barnsley railway boundary markers. As we can see, the embankment is getting taller on both sides. Brough is that way, Gilberdyke is that way, and this way, the next station stop this way is Wallingfen, and then behind us we have North Cave. And seen here just at the side of the trackbed is one of the old bricks. Now this could have been part of the signal box that's now demolished, or it could have been part of a plate layer's hut that was along this length of line. The signal box was on this side, the plate layer's hut was on that side. So we've got up to the remains of North Cave's signal box. Some of the brick and concrete footings are here. Some of the old woodwork is here, all left behind. And then down here we've got one of the, looks like one of the boundary posts. And then, because the embankment is so steep, the signal box was built on the side, so the concrete is there, and then we can see wooden stakes and supports there built into concrete to support the side of this signal box. And then we've got this retaining wall here that was built up on part of it. Let's just climb down here to get a better view of this signal box. You can see there some very rotten ironwork, and then staples in the wood there. And coming round here, down the embankment slightly, there are the concrete blocks that were containing wood, and you can see where when the signal box has been removed, they've bent the ironwork down to get the wood out, to pull the hardwood away right here. So that was the footings of the signal box here. We've got the remains of what looks like an armatist brick here, as the brick parts of the signal box have been removed right there. And we've got 1, 2, 3 more concrete supports for the wood. And these ones have got parts of the wood left in them right here, so North Cave signal box was built up off those. Really amazing to see. There's a row of loose bricks there, and then that's the back of the concrete retaining wall. This is one of the supports for the woodwork. Still got the ironwork connected to it. One of the old loose bricks left behind from the demolition of this signal box, and some ironwork has been left behind. And then above there, that was the floor level of the signal box. So viewers, I'm now underneath the remaining part of North Cave's railway signal box. This cast on site structure here is the only remaining part left. All the woodwork's gone, the concrete supports down there with the wood that came out to make the bed or the floor of the signal box has all but been removed. We've seen down there, that looks like the catch drain for what was the signal box. Where is it there? I can't make it out on the screen. I think, yeah, just there is the catch drain. As these signal boxes were often located in very remote areas without power or running water, catch drains were often fitted for collection of rainwater. We can see on the fence line down there British Rail marker posts, and then here in this cast on site shuttered concrete there is the mirror image of what says London and Chippenham York's Co. So it's the makers of this concrete structure, London and Chippenham Works or Yorks, I think that says. It's very difficult to work out what it says because it's upside down. I'll put an image of it up on my Instagram. You can see there some of the wood that we used to cast it is still bonded into the concrete there. So just coming out of the concrete section of the signal box, we're going to try and make our way to that brick section there. Let's see what that was. You can see the markings, or the indent in the brick is similar to what we saw at Drewton's Tunnel right there. So we've got brick, we've got slate bonded into the concrete that's had an indent in it, possibly from wood, and that is just left behind here. We later realised that this brick structure with a concrete cap was in fact the base of the signal box stairs. Over to the remaining part of the signal box structure, and then this wooden section here, and I believe Mick Nicholson will be able to correct me on this, but I believe this is where the rods and the wires would have come out underneath the signal box area to the track bed, and that would have operated the signals on points along this line. So just looking up there towards Wallingfen, and the signal box is back that way, and then this way, this is where the line forked. So over there, that is to North Cave railway station, and here, this is the gradual decline down into the loading dock area of North Cave railway station. So viewers, here we are at North Cave railway station. This has been a very, very welcome and privileged permission visit, so thank you to Dot and Rob who live here. Thank you so much for watching this ALW research team video. If you haven't, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you every Thursday with a new video. Bye bye for now.
Looking over my shoulder, looking back at your door. In my head it goes over and over. Should I leave or want it more? Looking